Hey, Davis here. Unfortunately, I'm going to be missing this next adventure, but I'll still be haunting you here in the intro. So You Want to Be a Hero is made by and for ostensibly mature adults. Be advised that it may contain violence, sexual themes, and strong language. Full content warning may be found in the episode description below. Now please, enjoy So You Want to Be a Hero presents Wrym and Reason.
He muted me.
Welcome to So You Want to Be a Hero presents of Wrym and Reason. It's great to have all the power, guys. Welcome back, everyone.
Thank you, John.
You could have started that. We were done talking.
We were done talking.
I know, but I liked it.
Give us your intro.
Okay,
Give us your
you're
intro,
drunk on
John.
power right now, guys. John's drunk. Drunk.
God.
This is the 5th time we've restarted this.
John, give us the intro.
No.
And sitting across from me is Laus Weindel.
No, John said no, Brad. You can't make him
I'm
mad.
going to do it.
Shit.
I like the mute. Okay. Welcome to So You Want to Be a Hero presents of Wrym and Reason. With me always are 3 of my 4 best friends and one who ruined my entire game 16 miles away. We have Silman.
That's me.
Emily Robinson.
Ciao.
Laus Weindel.
And what's your name?
John Garza, the master of ceremonies. All right, guys,
God, what
welcome
did you guys
back.
take?
He's running this shit show. John Garza.
Am I running the shit show or is the shit show running?
Chugga, chugga,
Ooh,
chugga, chugga,
philosophy
chugga,
this
chugga.
early in the day.
All right.
I'm gonna throw a pencil at you.
Please don't.
The song actually ended. It took that long.
Great. Fire dance. Ha! That's the name of the song. Sorry. Oh,
All right.
10% battery. Got it.
You know what's never at 10% battery? All right, this is the part of the show where everyone rolls a d20. The highest will roll a d100, then we'll pick
Natural
a question.
20.
7.
You didn't get a natural 20.
I
That's a-
know, I was just lying
You
and hoping
bitch.
Emily would make my eye contact and also say that 20 just so you would go last.
All right. So who actually won, Brad?
I got 19.
All right, go ahead and
I
roll
got
the
a 9.
d100 for me.
35. And what'd you get, 7?
7, yeah.
That's how old I'm going to be this year.
7?
35.
No, it's 7.
Are we talking mentally? I don't know.
Oh, man, this is fun.
I miss my friend. Okay, I mean, appears to be kind of a softball, but for each of your characters, please list what would be their drink of choice if they could pick anything in the world. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a softball, but also not that deep.
And why?
And sure, we'll add a Y.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just...
All right, we can add a Y. All right, so who had the lowest? Because I lost track.
That was me.
All right, Emily, what is Bartolomea's favorite drink and why?
Angel blood. For plot reasons.
For plot reasons.
Okay. Weird. Specific, but weird. All right. Last one there.
The drink of the gods. Sometimes food of the gods. Ambrosia.
Ooh, I like that one.
All right. And why?
Because I am a god.
All right. We definitely know which one is delirious. And Brad?
Coke.
Cocaine. In liquid form.
Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. No, throwing out there a little bit of history on this character because I think that we've been around
Sure.
the world.
Sure.
Green tea.
Ooh, I do
Green
like
tea.
green tea.
All right. Respect.
Little hint, maybe we came from there. You know what I'm saying? In that time period.
Making really hard eye contact with me right now when you're saying that. And it's weird.
That's not the only.
Go on, finish that sentence.
That's not the only thing that's eye contact.
Coward. There it is.
It's a soft heart.
Great energy.
It's a soft heart.
What were we supposed to make? Like less dick jokes? We wanted a sponsor or something?
Were we?
To be fair,
I thought
this
Brad
is
said less dick jokes.
Let me just tell you, I haven't sent it out yet.
Good.
also, When was the last time we had a dick joke? I feel like we were due for one.
It's about time.
Yeah.
You know,
We have a quota for dick joke. This
It's
many
been at
days
least
since
an
last dick
episode.
joke. All right.
here's the thing. To quote the greatest band ever, Stained, it's been a while.
And that's as much as we're allowed to sing that song.
Yep, that's the only thing that you need to, you know?
That's true. Everyone recognized it. All right, are we ready, guys? Though.
It's been a while since I've fucked this up again.
Jeez, what are you on?
0 sugar, wild cherry, Pepsi.
The end game is upon us. The pieces have been set, sacrifices made, and all that's left to do is to remove the final few from the board. The Medici, still reeling from the brash actions of the Inquisition, are gripping at their pieces as each is swept away by the tide of public opinion or offered up as sacrifices. With the acquisition of a new friend, Pietro de' Redi, they have a battalion of pawns to throw at the gates of their endeavors. The high mass of Easter sits a little over a week away. Baldassarre, Giovanni, and Bartolomea need only hold on to their precarious position till then. Let us see where those last nights of Carnival take us. Let us see what dark dealings they can accomplish to cement their future and build upon the legacy of bone left for them. And
Legacy of bone, am I right?
High fives! Everybody high five!
Is this my episode? Can I cut that? I don't know.
You do the evens.
So I got this one? All right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Perfect.
I don't have to give it to him.
You know, that's the sad part. He's 100% right. He has all of the episodes.
And neither do you, Emily.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say it. But I'm glad you said it.
What was the last thing you said, John? Bone?
I hate all of you.
No, you don't.
We find ourselves returning to the manor. The three of you. I hate you guys.
We didn't say nothing, John.
I'm going through my words in my head going, is this one that could be used as a phallus? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there going, no, not that word, not that word, not that word, not that word.
Not that word, not that word.
Okay.
Anything's a phallus if you're creative.
That's true.
All right. We find ourselves returning to Medici Manor. You guys finally getting a moment of privacy inside your private carriage after having struck a deal with Salviati to hand over one of your newly acquired guards, Luna Serena, a person of Turkish heritage that Salviati plans to pin an entire holy war upon if given the chance. We will start there with the three of you.
Well, not exactly the way I thought things would go, but not terrible overall.
It could have been worse.
You are back with us. Our plans are back on.
So we're gonna have a meeting with this Luna lady, yes? And talk to her about this?
Yes,
I think I will leave that up to you two. I have other interests I've been neglecting, and quite frankly, she hates me. So,
fair. I was going to talk to her myself. You, my dear brother, have a guest incoming that you need to prepare for.
Good memory loss.
Who's coming?
Your betrothed. The wildcat. If that is a phrase used during this time period. Otherwise, she is a crazy one. Just like you, which is why you two work out very well.
All right. I just... What? I wish to speak or have something to say to Luna as well.
You do?
Yes, while we were talking about everything, I thought maybe she might want to help take down Rogario, and I might want to be there.
Ah. Very well. If you care to join us for the conversation, you may.
It could just be a quick, hello, how you doing? Would you like me to go help you kill this person? Or we can do it together. I'll let you kill them and then...
It was going to be part of my offer for her anyway. But first and foremost, we have to remember, we do not know fully what the church is doing with the Captain General, if they are getting rid of him now or later. Remember, we only have 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to get you onto the church pulpit. There's the word.
And just a small reminder, we have larger goals than revenge on this one muscular idiot. Try not to put those goals at risk.
I won't. He just has things that I desire. And revenge is not one of them.
The sword.
Yes, the sword. Yes, the
Two
sword.
of them. You want both of them.
We can give one to Luna, but there's one that I would adore.
Yes, it's the sword of Jophiel.
Yes, the sword of Jophiel. Whenever the meeting happens, let me know. I will get things ready for my betrothed.
Don't forget, she is worth a lot to us. It is with this marriage that we will be able to afford the paying of the church for whatever this basilica in France is. Remember that dowry?
Why don't you marry her?
He's married.
You're married?
Sure.
To who?
I don't know. She's not around. she might make an appearance soon. We don't know.
Okay, wonderful. Never
Look
mind.
at me. I am a frog face. She is a beautiful woman and you are a beautiful man.
But it doesn't mean that you can't be loved. Oh, this is so good. Oh, man. Thank you. You got me with the frog face.
I meant to say nose, but what? I don't remember how I described myself.
A frog with a strong nose.
I am a frog with a strong nose.
This episode's going long. Okay. Fine, yes, I will get everything ready for my betrothed. I know she's very important to us. I know that you need the money, or we need the money to help us do all the things, and, yeah.
Good. Oh, the carriage has stopped unless there's more we need to say to each other.
The carriage pulls in to the Plaza de Medici. The three of you disembark. Theodore, of course, driving the carriage, steps out, opens the door for you as you step out. You see Verdasco standing out front, carrying a small, what looks like envelope. The correspondence from there for people who had been dismissed from court, leaving their required, leaving what they hope to have told you in person for you to handle at your leisure. With that being said, Verdasco looks a little flustered as the three of you step up. My lords, my lady, and he hands you the packages in the envelope. We were able to clear the court and take down correspondence for everyone that was forced to leave before being able to greet you, but there was one strong-headed guest who refused to leave. We threatened to forcibly move him out, but without you here, I felt it would be ill-advised since I did not recognize him or know of his station.
Who is it?
He would not give a name, just that he was here to see the three of you.
Very well. Have you and Luna taken care of these things I have asked you to fetch?
Luna is in the middle of taking care of it.
I'll tell you all later. You already know. I will tell you later.
Wonderful.
Bartolomea. No. Wait, let me try this again. Sorry. Thank you. I will tell you later, Baltazare.
We're only 8 episodes in. It's all good.
It's fine. It's a short campaign.
It is. It feels longer. As we walk into the foyer, you immediately, your house is abuzz. Your servants come collect your things, clean you off, take your coats. provide refreshment as Verdasco guides you towards the drawing room where this individual is waiting. Stepping into your very lavish resting area, you see sitting on one of the chaise lounges a young man. His features are angular but smooth. He has a very light complexion and this mop of dusty gray hair that appears to be dyed. He is wearing fine leathers and a tunic with a blood red ruby set in the center of it. On his hip, a thick leather book bound in these belts. And he looks of money from just the first sort of glance. He does not stand when you enter.
Do I recognize him at all?
You guys can all roll me insight if you like, but none of you immediately recognize him.
Nope.
3,
8.
16.
With a 16, you do not know who this is, but from the body language, the way he sits, and the just complete comfort that he appears to be exhibiting in your home, it gives you the feeling that he's not here to make a request. Maybe he's here to pay a visit. Maybe he knows someone. He doesn't look uncomfortable or pensive, as most people are who are in a room with you. And the book on the side of him is what draws truly your attention. It almost appears gold-leafed on the edge. There is ancient writing in language that you recognize maybe Sumerian on the edges of it. And it draws your eye more than the rest of him.
Just to be clear, him not standing when we enter the room, that's pretty rude, right?
I would say it's egregiously rude.
I guess it just depends on who you are.
I mean, sure, for in this area of the world, rude. In the Middle East, rude. In Asia, rude. There's not really an area where this isn't rude.
Apparently Brad's house, it's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to stand to see me. I'm fine with that. Hello?
He stands up silently and with a gentle nod, a small bow.
Who are you?
He taps his ear.
I tap my lips. I say, who are you?
Really enunciating, I suppose. As he looks at you, you see a bright smile cross his face as he says, I am but a humble poet, the greatest of this time, but few know it. I have written what some call far-fetched fictions of demonic war, but I would call them our shared forgotten lore. The church once labeled me a heretic, all because I refused their narrative. For you see, I am far older than most they burn named witch. For I remember when the divine and the demonic did have battle pitched. And he motions to each of you with a smile and then a movement of his hand across his face. Roll me insight.
Really quick, can I take a guess?
I mean, yeah, you can take a guess if you want.
I got a 12.
I feel like I know, but
Go ahead.
Dante, I presume?
I mean, you don't have to roll. You say Dante, I presume. He smiles as he speaks once more. I guess I'm not such a humble poet. I am indeed the great Conte, and I wish for all to know it.
John, I'm going to, while he's versing right now, I'm going to do a quick Arcana check on that, on him.
You're going to get a bonus Arcana check. Roll 2.
Okay.
Because this verse was not just for effect.
That's a 12 for
Great,
the first one.
good instincts, Brad.
How the fuck is it double 12s? Double 12s. Nothing. It's not good enough, I know.
12 is actually good enough to know that that is a spell book. You've seen a spell book before.
Okay.
You are aware of those who can conjure and pull from the arcane, the ethereal, the divine. This looks very much like ancient arcane writings from a distant land. He appears to be some sort of caster. The other 12, you recognize that that verse is a spell. And only because it is so familiar to you, you've seen your sister do something similar with her psychic connection, are you able to piece together the spell was to allow y'all to talk in the mind so that he doesn't have to worry about reading lips. As you all feel your shared thoughts immediately collide.
Dante, I am glad you are here. I was actually going to seek you out.
I was sad you left so early. I was waiting to meet the three of you.
Well, we had to get the third, so...
Yes, I heard you ran into a bit of trouble with the Priory. Most unfortunate.
Depends on your definition of trouble.
A misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
Soon rectified.
There tends to be a lot of those when the Inquisition is involved. Well,
The divine tragedy.
why I'm here.
Oh, I see what you did there.
This is the lost book from the bandits.
Yes.
I do not know its location, and I want to inquire about it.
Yes,
Oh, I thought
there's-
you were saying I was divine tragedy.
Are you
being there.
divine?
I am divine. Thank you for asking.
He kind of snorts.
This is a tragedy. Falsely accused.
Of course, your majesty.
Oh, you don't have to bow.
It rhymed with tragedy. Don't feel like that's a debate. Anyway.
No, it does. It does rhyme.
This is neither here nor there for this conversation.
But yes, that's why I'm here. I had it unfortunately taken from me during a raid of one of my plazas. I thought I would come by some people that, well, have a habit of picking up lost artifacts of great worth in hopes that maybe you had collected it.
We certainly have an interest, but as of yet, it is not in my personal files.
That is most unfortunate. The church is the very last group of people I would wish to have that book.
And why is that?
It is not too dissimilar from this. And he lifts his spellbook. Some are pretty stories. Some are words of power that reshape what we know to be true or possible. It is the latter, as he puts it back.
So, less social commentary.
Less social commentary.
But not none.
Well, it wouldn't be me if I put none.
Interesting.
Are you an avid reader, Lady Medici?
It is a very ladylike pastime.
Well, I have quite a few books that I imagine you would like to read. Perhaps we should speak later.
Is he flirting with me?
I don't know, roll insight. Is
Who's not at this stage?
21. Why do I always get the
On these rolls?
on the most
Can you
useless
pass me a
rolls?
D20, Dick? I
Is he
forgot my dice.
flirting with me?
Yeah, he's flirting. You can't tell if it's super genuine, but he's definitely flirting. As he looks at the three of you, I am no friend of the church, and I have heard that the three of you have managed to take control of this city and pry it away from the church's grasp. I was hoping that with this era of enlightenment and the paragons of society the three of you to be, perhaps the three of us could benefit each other, work together, and do something new and bold.
I have another character that would love you.
Get out of my head, Laus. New and bold, you say? Bold choices?
Bold choices for brave people.
What are you thinking, Dante?
Well, first I would need that book. But if I were to acquire it, and let me be clear, there are phrases and words there that could very much shape the world to your whim, or at least put it on a path you like.
Cryptically said.
Let me see if a demonstration is more in order.
By all means.
He moves over to your pile of firewood set next to your truly beautiful and massive stone fireplace and picks up one, probably not more than a pound. He sets it on the table. As he places a hand on it, he opens his book. Forne, Fundin, Agu. And he taps it as a ripple of arcane energy washes over. And you see it slowly become pure silver. And not the cheap kind that doesn't last. The true science. The true alchemy. He kind of smiles. So you want to see if it's real? Take a little piece, put it in Salviati's hand and see how he interacts. That's for free.
Okay, hang on. I would like to do some sort of check. Trying to see what I'm good at.
Let me look at the numbers real quick.
I would love to do an investigation check somehow.
Sure, let's do it.
What creatures interact when they touch silver?
Go for it.
14 plus 8, 22.
There are a bevy of creatures that interact with silver, but the ones that are most common that hide in the form of humans are changelings, demons, and on occasion, a vampire.
And do any of them have sideways blinking eyes?
A changeling is known to do that. Excellent.
Let me just write that down.
You think we weren't going to remember?
No, I knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, story's gotta move.
Dante, as far as your book goes, though we do not have it, we do have an idea as to where it is. We do know that it was stolen alongside with the sword of Joviel and the robes of Pope Sixtus I. Now, we know Salviati has, well, we assume, not know, Salviati has the robes. We know the Captain General has the sword. So, the book is either with Salviati in the church or being kept with his allies, the Pazis.
Yes.
Well, I doubt he would give something so powerful to the Pazis to hold. They are on hard times and can barely afford their own guards. They're little more than cell swords that could be bought. I imagine it's under the church, then. Unfortunate for me.
Under
Indeed. Did
catacombs.
Well, it's not really catacombs. People aren't buried there, but it is a place where they store holy relics, yes. A repository, I believe, is the word. Now look. A show of good faith as he motions to the silver. I am in need of this help to get this book. I ask what it is you would require of me outside of vague promises. I am not as foolhardy as some to think that, well, You are exactly as you feign to be. His eyes fall on Baltazara. The church is one route to power and dominance. But I can offer a different route, a new age, with new beliefs and new gods, as he looks at the three of you.
That is quite a claim.
Well, I'm quite a man.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Flirting with her.
He's flirting with you, Baltazar.
I got a 19 on the die. So a 19. Is he flirting with?
He's flirting, but he believes his own press. He thinks whatever he says, he can do it. And he's not even trying to hide the arrogance and confidence.
Just based on the little I know of him by reputation, how much of this confidence do I think might actually be deserved versus just narcissistic?
That is a great question. Roll me knowledge history, but I will let you augment it with an investigation afterwards. And if someone has something they can do to help here, I think this would be a great time.
I actually am great at history.
I'm pretty good at history.
So I am also the patron of the arts.
Go ahead, patron of the arts.
Sorry, what was your question? Is it
Is it
full of shit?
narcissism or is there actual
Facts.
grit behind
is
what you're
there
saying?
anything? I would like to think back in Sumerian history as to any powerful prophets from that time or era that almost fit his description.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead. You roll knowledge history first. You're going to just do investigation. We're going to let Laus do with advantage. Your brother is helping you.
Remember that one book that you read?
Apparently I did.
The one with the
that is
pictures.
going to be a 22.
Oh, you're better than me. Just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
Forgive us while John Googles Sumerian
Prophets.
prophets.
Sorry, you said the book has Sumerian outlining, so...
Oh, no, it does. I just want to make sure that I don't reference from the wrong year, if that makes sense.
John knew we were going to pick up on this little clue.
Okay, cool.
I wonder if this gives you advantage. This good roll that you just got.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't it be great?
It would be so great.
I mean, I'm not a dungeon master here or anything like that, but I'm just a player.
Same.
That's me.
So, as you reach back into your memories, this comes from long before you. Stories told to you by your mother and father, perhaps your grandmother, even. You heard of a prophet by the name of Marduk, who spoke in cryptic tales back in the 700s and successfully predicted a few world events that seemed to shape the world towards Sumerian and at the time Babylonian designs. The ancient carvings and descriptions of this prophet, while vague for most in your family, you had more, let us say, focused descriptions. You don't think Dante is his first name he's taken, nor will it be his last. Would you like to roll investigation for the rest of this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, sweet.
Good
Because
job.
Lost rolled the shit out of that.
You're welcome.
2 9s. So 17.
Still a fucking good roll.
It's not a great roll.
Yeah, it's not enough to know if he can truly change the world, like he's saying, but it's within the realm of possibility.
All right.
You remind me of a man I used to hear of stories from my parents. He was a cryptic man, spoke in tongues, New World events, for the Sumerians and the Byzantines. A man by the name of Marduk.
Doesn't sound like me. He smiles.
Of course not. Tell me, you seem to be a knowledgeable man on history.
Certainly.
What was Marduk's best moment? What did he predict that is exceptional?
Can I give inspiration to Laus? Because I like this question.
Yeah, I'll take your inspiration, Emily. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll roll with advantage.
Roll persuasion with advantage, I guess. I'm getting bullied, listeners.
All right. Persuasion?
Yes.
Soft 20.
All right, let me see what we got here.
I got you beat on that.
Calm it down, boys.
You're not the one speaking up.
Soft, hard.
These guys. As he looks at you, and you say, what are the greatest achievements of Marduk? The moment you say his the name again, he turns to you. Is Marutuk. I hate that pronunciation. There are more than enough of my exploits. We need not rehash them.
Very well, my apologies.
You can kind of see the demeanor is beginning to shift a little. He was okay with being questioned the first time. Even the second. At this point, you can see that you guys wouldn't have dealt well with being questioned 3 times. You imagine he's not. He's on that same level.
Well, I am sold. I will gladly help you.
Excellent. We have a deal then. You get my book, return it to me, and then I will make you gods.
What is your idea of a god?
Oh, I think if you were to read any of my books, you know exactly what my idea of gods are. Capricious, greedy, powerful, destructive, power-hungry beings, meant to play with mortals as if they were toys.
By that definition, we are already gods.
Not immortal yet, are you, though? Matter of fact, I think I've seen quite a few. And he puts quotes. Medici. Pass.
The book, it is under the church.
I assume. I haven't been able to locate it. Wards and consecrated ground and such.
It's a good thing we can pass through. Right, brother?
Well, I'm sorry. I would love to, but I've got the betrothed to get ready for tonight.
Oh, you should throw a party. I love a good party. I've got this brand new outfit that I'm dying to wear.
Did we pay for this
Is it
outfit?
completed already?
It's halfway finished. She's waiting for the other half the stipend. And yes, you did pay for it.
Yeah, it's not my money.
You shall see she shall see the other half of the stipend.
Thank you. Would have looked rather silly without the matching hat and boots.
It's a comical thought.
Well, it is supposed to be a comedy.
A party is not a bad idea.
insight to see if she's flirting with him.
Okay.
16.
Go ahead, Bartolomea.
I mean, she's never not flirting with somebody, but is it flirting with intent? Not necessarily.
I rolled a 16. I don't care. Okay.
That's
That's your 16?
yeah.
You are now a GM.
I am now a GM.
Yeah.
General manager.
General manager.
Sweet. I get a raise, right?
No, you just get more work.
Oh,
We've solidified your 40 hours a week,
All right.
but you have to work more.
Throwing a party is not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Especially inviting some of our lesser favorite people.
So we'll have a party.
Clear the church area. Leave certain things open to investigate.
And then I will go into the church.
Ooh, bold. Sneak in there alone?
you?
Yes.
You're a crazy.
Of course, me. You can come with if you'd like. But you're much better at parties than I.
I am an old woman. No one wants to see an old woman at a party. And is this not a party for your betrothed?
You will be noticed missing.
But it's my church!
But it's my sword!
Grow up. You will get what you want. I promise you this. One step at a time. We must be smart about this.
Right, Mother, you can do it.
Well, I do like how this shaped up. I am invited to this party, yes?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Well, in that case, you're going to
Your
need some
idea.
extra wine as he grabs a second log and makes it silver.
Grazie.
Take a silver log with you.
First off, do not tell her what to do.
Thank you, my son.
Secondly, we need. That's why we have a Dasco. We have people to get the things. Although we do have to carve off a little bit of the, just a little bit of the wood to get a silver piece.
Yes, I said take a silver log with you.
Also, I need a new lodging. Could I take one of the rooms upstairs? You know, just save me time. I'll be right here when you get the book.
Don't give me that look. I say that one out loud so you can't hear me. Don't give me that look.
The southern wing is practically empty.
Of course, Dante.
Thank you. Excuse it. And he backs his way out of the room, leaving the three of you.
Well, on the bright side, the larger of the two silver logs should cover the rest of the stipend for the tailor, which means Dante is paying for his own outfit after all.
Why
As
couldn't he
it
do
should
this
be.
in the first place?
Because he's just like us.
You want someone else to do the things?
No offense, but we are all pretty narcissistic.
What?
How dare you?
I'm offended, brother.
I am excessively narcissistic.
My apologies, sister. / mother.
Well,
It's very incestuous when you say it like that.
I love you too, dear.
I need to go change into something more appropriate than this dirty robe I am in. I've been wearing it for over 24 hours, so...
Yes, you smell.
Oh, that's your upper lip.
You do need a shave.
Fucking hell.
Is this episode over?
No! It's only been 44 minutes!
Fine.
It has only been 40 minutes.
You dick.
Excuse me, family, while I go change. Theodore,
Yes, sir.
I need you to pick out my robe. Again.
Right away. And he follows you.
Mother.
Yes. We're still, well,
Though we
Are
are
we still
alone,
within an hour?
it doesn't mean we are alone.
I guess we might not be within an hour. All right. Got 2 more hours of psychic talking.
Oh, we still had an hour?
Well, I think I rolled 1 hour in the church, but I guess it's been...
Been a little more than an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Good 30 minutes there, the church, 30 minutes back.
Look. A tool. He is a means to an end. If we can get the spellbook away from him, Dante means nothing to us. The one on his hip. I do not know how much you trust him.
I don't trust him at all, but he is useful.
Oh, very useful.
And not just for the book.
I know, but I know how much you love books and ancient texts. And I know you want to get your hands on that.
Obviously.
So if we double-cross him and he still has his book on his side, he will not be happy.
Yes. Is there anything else obvious that you wish to state?
Outside of... Ouch, that hurts. Felt it was worth saying to each other, so we're all on the same page here. Well, you and me, on the same page.
Yes.
What do you plan to do with the book? Do you plan to give it to him? Or are you looking to keep it yourself?
Books can be copied. And I do suspect, although I will have to do some more research, that this is not someone we should cross lightly.
I very much am on the same page.
Good.
But like you said, we are gods.
Close enough. Now, I think I shall change out of this drab attire now that I am no longer in mourning.
Very well, I must speak to Luna. Might as well. Well, she is gone now. I will speak to her in the morning. She is on a job right now, getting the man that Troisi wants to so quickly kill.
Should that man still be alive?
We can only hope.
Oh. We'll find out. But she should not be gone all night.
I too shall change out of this and have her Dasco start on the party life. Invitations.
All right, the 3 of you having separated, speaking to Dante, and forming a new alliance, hopefully adding another piece to the board. Young Baltazzare makes his way up to his room with Theodore, his attendant, shortly behind him. Upon arriving, Theodore waits outside the door as you disrobe and hand him your dirty clothes after, for him to take to the wash. And he quickly makes haste. You can hear his lumbering footsteps as he jogs away, just happy to have you back in the house. He's very similar to Klaus in this way. You get your first minute alone, and I assume, are you going to resummon your familiar during this time? Okay. You spend an hour to resummon him. What does the spell look like, if you don't mind?
You see, or to resummon Klaus, the chains, ethereal chains, begin to summon around my wrist, and I put my hands on the ground, and the chains begin to drip into the stone. And as they touch the stone, they turn into like a darkish blue color and just start to ethereal, like vibrate, if you will. And then I begin to pull my chains up. And as I do, the body of Klaus isn't in his original form, comes from the ground.
And indeed, it does. The breath of life breathed into him as his astral form solidifies into the hulking dog that you recognize with a...
It's okay, boy. It's okay. You did the best you can.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, don't feel bad.
I was a bad boy.
You were not a bad boy. You were a good boy. You did the best you could.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Listen. This is that his tail? Okay.
So stupid.
You love it, though.
We all love it. Now, Klaus,
Yes, sir.
did you find anything out while you were there?
I heard a bit. The Captain General has been suspicious of your family for a bit of time.
Yes.
He was planning on going to collect his nephew's body for the widowed mother. But upon one of his agents entering the room who had infiltrated your guard, he then cast some sort of divine magics that revealed me. And after that, the gambit was lost, and I have not been able to return to this plane since. I am sorry, sir.
Don't feel sorry about this. What have happened to the best of us? You did the best that you could, Klaus.
Hey, Baldassarre.
Yeah, what's up?
See if Klaus can get a description of the guard that infiltrated our guards.
I was already thinking about that. I seriously was. Now tell me,
Yes, sir.
who was the guard that infiltrated us? Have you seen him before?
I had not seen him since we had returned from the vineyard. But I remember his scent. Would you wish for me to go down and see if he's still in the guardhouse?
Yes. I would like for you to do that.
Right away, sir. And he melts into the floor. Anything else you wish to do while you're here? Theodore has drawn you a bath. Piping hot water.
It's a beautiful picture in crayon.
He's drawn me a bath.
Yeah, no. You got
It's one
different.
of those nice Roman baths.
You got salts and oils and stuff like that.
Thank you. Could there be any possible way for me to make contact with Cheska? You can say no.
I don't know. I don't know what spells you have, but if you've got something that lets you message, or if you want to just speak into the void, and I'll roll a d20 and see if she's there.
Nah, we don't
watching
have to do
you
that.
bathe.
We don't have to do that. Theodore, thank you for drawing this bath for me. Can you do me a favor?
Of course, sir.
I hand him a pouch full of money. It's about 10 gold.
What do you want me to do with it, sir?
I need you to go down to the church with this. And I need you to give that to a man named Valentino.
All right, I can do that.
And I would like you to give him this letter. And I begin to write illusionary script.
Okay.
Anybody but Valentino
Can't read it.
can't read it. It just looks like a normal letter of like, hey, thank you for being so kind to me while I was in the, right? But the illusionary script says, this is for you and for Velvet. I need you to get all of the guards, or as many possible guards at the church tonight to just... I'm trying to get him to distract the guards at the church tonight, right? So I kind of just want him to kind of like maybe pay off them, or in some... I could do a roll for it.
Oh no, yeah. There'll be a persuasion roll that you'll do through the letter. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. Yeah.
I'm going to do this one and this one. Okay. Great. 24.
Okay.
But the money is specifically for him and for Velvet. And then after this one, he can go. Right?
Okay.
Go find a better life
Okay.
for the two of you.
All right.
And I'm sorry about your wife, Velvet.
Okay. Theodore heads off.
And I sit and I bathe in this nice, beautiful bath. I imagine it's very like Howl's Moving Castle, where there's a lot of like nice colors going everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Y'all are missing Brad's beautiful space work.
Space work, thank you. This is what colors look like.
Okay, is there anything the two of you wish to accomplish during this day before we jump to the arrival of Cimarade?
Shit, Dante came to me, so that got rid of most of my plans for the day. But I would like to, in celebration of my son's safe return and exoneration, I would like to sponsor a public feast during Carnival.
A public feast. Okay. I like it. Do you have any guidance or just a general feast?
I will have my servants hire some day laborers, get some tables set up in the closest plaza, some barrels of mead and beer. Commoners like beer, apparently. This will probably happen tomorrow for preparation's sake, but I don't think we'll have time to roast a pig. Just sort of see what's available, get some good people on it. I'll set my girl to supervise.
Okay. We will do some rolls for that. So, in which case, a few hours pass and it's getting towards 6 p.m. The sun is beginning to set low as the carnival goers are beginning to congregate in the street, and you can hear the festivities, fireworks, jovial laughing, songs, music, and the life of Florence. As 6 hits, for you, Giovanni, there's a small rap on the door.
Enter.
You watch as Luna Serena steps in, wearing completely blacked leather, a small, almost, I would say, sheer black hood covering her frame, and her weapon folded on her hip. She holds in her hand a signet ring of the Medici that is covered in blood. As she steps forward and sets it on the table, a disgruntled look on her face.
So he got to him first.
I guess you got tired of waiting.
Very well, I will take care of that later.
I could take care of it now.
I need to speak to you first.
She moves over to your desk, grabs a small glass, pours 2, one for you, one for her, sets it.
Well, we got our brother. We got Baldassarre back.
I heard.
Yes. Unfortunately, it comes at a cost.
That I had also heard.
So, here's what happened. To get him free, they want to put the blame on you and use it to start a holy war. They want to send the Captain General. My assumption is as a figurehead down to Jerusalem, capture it and make it further on. Now, I am not so much a fan of this. However, I agreed to it. And I need you to know that I was the one who agreed. But I am doing this not to hurt you, but to help you. And I will be secretly using everything in my power to support you. I do not plan on handing you over to the church. They want me to hand you over. It's very unfortunate how strong you are and overpowering you can be, but I'm not through with you yet, and I believe you are not through with me. So this is what I am proposing. Whatever you want, I will help you with. I will smuggle you out of Florence unharmed if you stay in the shadow and help me get rid of Salviati and Apache. Patsy. During the Holy War, I will make sure you make it down to Jerusalem. I have friends all over the regions to support you. As I'm sure you are aware, we are more than what we seem.
I had put it together, not quite sure what you are yet.
You will find out in time.
I am not unagreeable to this plan. I do have a slight, caveat, let us say, that I wish to negotiate with you.
Very well. I believe it is only fair.
I do not much care if the Pope starts his holy war. As a matter of fact, I would like nothing more for the Papal States to move their forces away from Italy. I happen to like the idea that perhaps the Medici, having acquired a brand new battalion and having more on boats, wouldn't mind carrying a few extra soldiers on the voyage to Italy. Perhaps making a stop somewhere along the way before arriving.
How many people are you talking?
Oh, let us say 6,000?
Let's see here. If my military math is correct, that is 6 battalions of soldiers compared to my 1 battalion that I shall be getting.
Indeed. But perhaps you and I could come to an agreement. I think Italy would be better served if, I don't know, the seat of power was Florence instead of Rome.
I like where your head is at. Though Rome is my ultimate goal,
You can move it there after you've conquered it.
I'm amenable to these conditions. I shall have to secure many boats. And how do you plan to explain your 6,000 troops coming to Italy?
Well, I hope that you will explain them as auxiliary forces for your own to help control the city, second-class citizens, paid a fraction of what true mercenaries are.
Would you be amenable to a few of them staying outside of Florence, to other lands that the Medici has?
That is more than fine. As long as we coordinate when everything moves.
Very well. I can deal with this. The people here, they are simple-minded folks who very much believe in the idea of second-class citizens.
And silver goes a long way of smoothing people's consciences.
Quite a long way. Very well.
Then it has an accord, then.
Yes. I will need you to... We are throwing a party tonight.
I won't be there, don't worry.
I shall inquire with my mother. However, if she would care to have a number 2 for her evening events, I may suggest you.
That is perfectly fine. I have a few trusted agents who could take my place, should you need them.
Very well. We shall shake on it then.
She grasps your forearm, and you shake.
Great.
And you feel a bond formed. Not just of word, a magical one. One that you recognize. This is a deal struck with something that tends to follow the letter of whatever the deal is.
A chin.
You probably don't want to break this as you feel that shiver down your spine.
No, I do not.
All right, I wanted to be very
that's
clear.
Great. I like that. Thank you so much. As I feel that shiver, I look into her eyes and cock an eyebrow and be like, I see you have also been hiding what you are.
We all must do what we must to survive. It is sad that the protozoa have managed to conquer the planet.
Yes, I must agree.
I will take my leave then, my lord.
Grazie. Verdasco?
Yes! He steps in.
I'm at my desk as I write out a letter to Bartolomea that reads as followed. If you deem so, Luna shall join you on your excursion tonight. Must just say the word, and I will make it so. That is what the letter says, and I have it run it down to Bartolomea, and I seal it.
Sure. You also know that your brother wanted to speak to Luna. Do you send her his direction or not?
I will send her in his direction.
Okay.
One more thing, Luna. Thank you, I did forget. I had forgotten this, but it had just magically come back into my mind. My brother also would like to gain your assistance, potentially in getting rid of the problem that is the Captain General.
Well, now that's interesting. I will pay him a visit before I disappear into the shadows.
Grazie. How shall I reach you if you are to help my mother tonight?
Oh, do not worry. My second will come to attend you in my place.
Very well.
She will be able to pass along any messages.
Fantastic. Grazie.
And with a wave of her hand, she steps through the door, and you watch her form literally melt into smoke. In your room, after you've fully dressed
I'm
for
dressed
the party.
for the party. I look good.
You look smashing.
Smashing.
Smashing. You hear a knock on your door, a very soft rap. Not Theodore. Theodore tends to...
Yeah, Theodore's goo.
Yeah, this is very light.
Come in.
You watch as Luna Serena steps in, wearing very much the same outfit I described to your brother. As she steps in, she nods her head. Young Baltazarre, you asked to see me.
Yes, I don't think we fully met. Baldassarre and you're...
Luna Serena.
Luna Serena. Very nice to meet you. Last time I saw you, you were trying to kill all of us. Well, maybe not kill, but you know.
I was trying to score points, yes.
And you did a great job of that. Question. Did my brother mention why... I assume that he...
I've been made aware of what is occurring.
Listen, this man has something that I would desire. And it's not revenge, even though revenge would be nice. I think we can work together in getting what we need. I don't know what he means to you. You don't have to tell me. But I know that the church doesn't want you. I know he is the lead military expert for the church.
You speak of Captain General Riario.
Oh, yes. I thought that's what you were. Yeah.
No, I am aware. I am not aware of where he is currently.
Okay.
He hasn't been seen since that night.
Yes.
Do you know?
Do I know where? I don't fully know, if I recall. I know Salviati said that he was being forced away, but let me find out. We're having a party tonight. I'm sure you're well aware. We're having a party tonight. I will do some talking to some of the people, and see what I can find out when I find out this information. If I find out the information. Would you like to join me in slaying this man?
If you find out,
Yes.
I'd be more than happy to accompany you.
Perfect.
He has killed more than his fair share of people and things I care about. I have seen him on my dunes far too often. My wish is light extinguished.
Likewise. And you can have anything from him, except for one thing. His sword. I will take that. And you can have everything else.
I do not wish for anything that man has ever owned. When you find him, my second will be attending your brother. Speak to her.
Does she have a name?
I think you have already met her. She left a very interesting story in my ear the other night.
Jessica.
Cheska. Be careful with that one.
Can you tell me her name? Her real name?
No, I don't trade in real names.
Dang it.
And I know very quickly how awry that can go.
Mm-hmm.
And I would caution you, my young friend.
Well, let me find that information for us. If I find that information. And then you and I will take a little journey. We'll figure out a story together.
I doubt we will need a story if all goes to plan in the next few weeks.
Wonderful.
She places a hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I speak truthfully when I say, be careful with Jessica. You've told her something you might not should have. And she is single-minded on occasion when she finds something of interest.
I appreciate
The warning.
the warning.
If she becomes too distracted, I may need to make adjustments.
That's fair.
All right. And she releases your shoulder and walks out of the room, disappearing into smoke once more.
Got shivers too.
All right, well, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. With me always are Brad Silman,
That's me.
Emily Robinson,
Ciao.
Laus Weindel,
Salve!
and me, John Garza. Please do your social media rituals and follow us wherever we are. I'll let Brad do the rest of that.
Yeah, follow us at all social media. I'm joking. Not all social medias, but primarily TikTok or Instagram or Threads. That's where we are mostly there. Thank you, everyone, for listening. At HeroCast_ATX. Right?
And we have a YouTube.
We do have a YouTube.
Yeah, we have a very Christian bot already commenting, which is quite exciting.
Whoop whoop.
All right, bye.
Bye.